Hello, my name's George Burdon. I am the commercial manager at Groundsure. I just wanted to take a few minutes to explain why I enjoy working at Groundsure so much and really why it's been the highlight of my career. I've been with Groundsure since 2014. I joined straight out of university. I've been working for quite some time already where I grew up in London, West London, sort of near Hammersmith and so on. And I'd been working pretty much since I was about 14, be it busking in local cafes, through to retail, the likes of Evan Cycles and Mothercare, which is a terrific induction to the world of retail when you're 16. And I came to Brighton to study. I went to Brighton University, did English, Lit and Lang. Very much enjoyed it there, and I studied English because I've always enjoyed conversation, and I've been working through university as well, call centres and telemarketing companies. So I joined Groundsure 2 weeks after I had finished university, and I did so because initially on paper one of the things that really stood out to me was the ability to cultivate long-term relationships with clients and to have relationships with people beyond just a couple of weeks of interaction and then never hearing from them again. So I started on the Insights team, which was, at the time, I was providing things like OS Master Map to architects and surveyors. And one of the first things that really struck me in probably the first year that I was at the business was just what people there really felt that they were actually providing a service. And I don't just mean, what sort of products you need. We have something like that. Let's see what we can sort you out with. But we're genuinely warning people about risks that could affect their homes, their families, and keeping them safe. And to me, this really stood out. We also do things like hot mapping, where we'll help emergency services by better documenting third world countries and lesser mapped regions. Again, nothing to do with what we do in our work, but it's something that really shows me that people I work with care. And it's a fascinating industry. We touch so many different parts of these sectors, from the conveyancing side, the sort of informed reports that warn people about risks like contaminated land and flooding, through to the raw data, which the team I work on now, the Insights team, are aiding colossal multidisciplinary companies, and not just national but international. These businesses are involved in every major infrastructure project you can think of, most of the construction that you see in some form, and our data is playing a part in that, which I just find fantastic. So I think that's one of the things that really appeals to me. One of my favourite moments was just learning from a particular BIM manager at one of these massive companies about heads-up displays in construction workers' helmets that are coming along, or augmented workers, who have these exoskeletons that can help them do tasks that put their bodies in difficult positions more conveniently. And I just think that we work in such a terrific sector, and the technology is not just working there, but also in coming into what we do now with things like GIS systems and these, this sort of multiple data layer overlays and all this sort of other information that we're starting to get to grips with. So I find Groundsure endlessly fascinating and constantly evolving, and also just really enjoy working with the people that I work with.